Bit of quality parking there. Hope that tyre's going to be alright. Its trailer's empty, but that was a sharp log and it was a full trailer. Could have damaged that tyre then, and it wouldn't be cheap. Filling the sprayer up now for the last field of beans for a bit. Andrew's just getting the tractors out the shed. He's going to pick the low loader up. The dealership are a bit busy for dropping it off, so he's going to go and collect it. So we've got it to have a good mood chat later on, hopefully, or tomorrow. Well, that doesn't mix very easily. Come on, you. To the new farm now. Olivia's found a bouncy castle. Come on. Andrew's been levelling the soil, but we've still got a bit more to do. Spraying the last field of beans now for a few weeks, so we have to go through with a fungicide. So, kind of caught up now with the spraying for a bit. There's some more weeks to go through, maybe the end of next week. But it's nice because it feels like it's been relentless. Like every day that it's been good enough to spray, we've been spraying. Because now, even if we get a good day, we're like, well, we don't need to do anything. So, it kind of feels like the end of the season's coming together. Sit back and watch everything ripen now, I suppose. This field we're now was sprayed the other week with Falcon for the grass weeds. Anyway, there's still the odd little grass weed that's just about hanging on. So we might come round and just sort of swap spray with laser, which is a little bit stronger. Because we just want a nice clean bean stubble so we can direct drill straight into it next year's wheat. And then wheat after beans always does well because beans obviously are nitrogen fixing crop. They put nitrogen in the soil and they make the soil really sort of friable and workable. So we always like beans as a break crop. There does look to be a lot of potential in these fields if we get the rain. But the forecast of the 9 mil of rain we were supposed to get on Sunday is not coming now, and we haven't had rain now for the last 15 days. So this is not as deep a green as it should be. It's quite a light green. It's quite like wanting to shut down and ripen because it thinks summer's here because there's no water coming and we've had a lot of heat. We need some rain and it'll just hopefully bounce up and we can get some more yield out of it. Andrew's back with the new shiny Hog Low Loader, 28 foot. Everyone's like, why don't you get tri-axle? Because they don't like going around bends and then you're carrying another weight that you don't need. Anyway, we'll have a closer look at it in a bit. So this is why we got one 4 foot longer than the last one. So the mini Merlot will fit on it and go to there. And then we can put bags of seed, bags of fertiliser, bags of seed, bags of fertiliser, drop it off in a field and someone can go drilling all day. And obviously that can load the drill. Does look smart, that, to be fair. Just brought a gate up here now. He's levelling off with the JCB and then he's going to pull a gate round and try and like get it rake level. It's getting leveler, but it doesn't look as good because it's obviously not as green now. But get some grass seed into it. It's quite dusty and dry. We were hoping it was going to rain tomorrow, but it's not, which is a bit of a shame. Need a lid on that as well. It's damaged. And then tomorrow, sorry, if it rained tomorrow, then it'd be green again. But it doesn't look like it's going to happen. There it is, loving life in its JCB. This is basically what they call Corowins. And the reason it's called Corowins because the guy called Co Rodenberg, he invented it. It's basically like a flail mower that runs on the floor and takes the top layer of grass off. Anyway, if you get it wet again, it starts to regrow. So that's what we're trying to do. But it might be a bit past it now, and it's not going to dry. It's not going to rain. Have a bit closer look at this at the moment. Nice swivel hitch, adjustable as well. Pleased with that. ABS, that's a good thing. And hydraulic brakes. This is slightly different to Adam's one. It's been strengthened. It's got some bends in it now to give it a bit of strength. I don't know whether he's had that as well, that triangle there, which obviously helps. These are better in the deck because they're easier to pull in and out. The ones that Adam's got are bigger and they kind of jam on the wood. I've got these put on the side as well for ratchet straps, and the toolboxes seem to be twice the size, which is good because we can fill one of them with blocks of timber and different things when we're putting stuff on, and like skids, if you will. Plenty of side lights, including one there and another one there. It's 4 foot longer than Adam, sorry, 3 foot longer than Adam, so I think that's why it's got this extra bit at the back. We've got some levers here to do the ramps, and it's obviously got the hydraulic bell wedge on, so the bell wedge is up at the moment. So that goes up and down. These are a bit better idea because you can tighten it up and it stops the ramps rattling. The only thing is I think it would have been stronger if they went from the top point here. But then again, when you're putting straw on, they're out your way. So it's kind of better really. I got the ramps made slightly wider, so it means you can put mini diggers on easier. If they're too wide, you can't kind of fit them up the sides. So it'll be all right for that, and also for when Andrew puts his little JCB on, it's not as narrow for the tyres on the side. Double LED lights. This is a bit daft though. That's your number plate light there, and when you put your number plate on, it'll be over that reflector. So maybe it should have been sort of a bracket here, and then the number plate bracket could have been there. I don't know. Double strobes on the back as well. High-speed axles. The wider, sort of like what you call a mini super single. So it's quite a wide tyre. That's instead of twins, because twins, when you go in a muddy field, they pick up like a sausage full of soil in the middle. So you've got like a tyre here and a tyre there, and then a gap in the middle. And you pick up a sausage full of soil, pull out on the road, and it makes a mess. That could have probably done with a bit tidying up. A little bit of a clip there, maybe for that wire. Again, another toolbox. Plenty of ratchet things. So we got it off Clark and Pullman, off Baldy. I mean Gary. So pleased with it. I wanted it to match the other trailers. Richard Weston don't make low loader, but Hogg do. So Hogg have made it, and they've sprayed it in the same paint code as Richard Weston yellow, so it matches all the others. So I think it looks pretty smart, to be fair, and it'll be ideal for sort of servicing the drill with seed and the mini Merlot come drilling time. And it also looks mint on the fast track. Despite it being two different yellows, it still looks good. Mini Merlot, fuel light on every time I need to use it, so better fill it up. Ben's coming for wood chip, so I'm just on the Mini Merlot moving these bales out the way of the wood chip that's behind them. But this one's a bit broken, so I'm hoping it doesn't fall to bits. It's trying to. Yeah, tires are pulling through on it. Oh, I have to probably get the bucket. I re-stabbed it, had another go, got it, so I'm going to stick it on top of this other bale then that come out of the baler, and then that way then we can move it around easier. We'll probably end up putting that through the wood chipper though, turn it into biomass. But once it's on here, we can move it again by moving the bottom bale. The Brogan trailer's here with Chip, and he's on his newer 939 in forest green. Looks a beast. So that's Ben bringing some Chip and picking some up. Dad's going to load him in a minute. I'm going to take this bucket, go up to the village hall. Many hands make light work. Nick's on his JCB. Loads of volunteers here. Stripping the ivy off. Got the cherry picker, take the ivy off the top there, around them windows. Should look a bit smarter then. Anyone know what bugs they are? A little cherry tree. There's that bloke from that YouTube channel. What's it called again?
It's called Liverpool Adventure.
And he's been adventurous today in a cherry picker. Hope you're not scuffing that drawbar on this trailer. Gonna put the rubbish in this now, take it back for the wood chipper. We don't like manual labour, do we? The noise is? It's like someone scratching a plate in it. Tidying up the bit of hedge Sam couldn't get behind the gates for. I don't really put that John Deere on the front of that trailer, but I don't fancy taking it back. It'll be a rough ride. We think actually the cab suspension on Adam's John Deere was not working properly, not calibrated. That's why it was rough the other day. Just come back now for one more load of rubbish. It's in the corner there that's been scraped up. Looks loads better. You can actually see the car park again now. Spray some of the weeds off. See the sign on the front. going to put some AstroTurf at the back and put some new windows in it at the back so you can see better, making a much more rentable space. Then hopefully it can earn its own keep. Just a quick one for you, if you know anyone that's looking for a mixer wagon, Nick's selling one. It's only done 6 months work. It's about 16 months old. It's got 8 grand's worth of Bluetooth in-cab control options on it as well. So there's a few pictures of it. If you're interested, let me know. Yesterday's quiz question wasn't really a quiz question, it was what everyone was up to. Lots of people are busy and lots of people are have to do things that the wives are making them do. Anyway, this is today's. What kind of tree is that off? It's just like cotton wool. It blows everywhere and blocks the heat exchanger on the boiler. If you think you know, leave a comment below. That's all we got for time for today. So don't forget, you can watch another video by clicking there. You can subscribe by clicking here. We'll see what tomorrow brings anyway. Hopefully some rain, but it doesn't look like we're going to get it, and we've not had any, like I say, for the last 14 days, so things are desperate at the moment. So see you tomorrow.